Right now, right now. 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 Oh, I got a real good feeling.
We try to bring you high-quality educational and informational content every single day. Why do you think the price is having such an anemic time? The news story of the hour. Jump onto the chart. Is this the beginning of a massive financial unraveling? We gotta add a little addendum to the show map today. So we start here on the daily. Now, we've been looking at the RSI on Bitcoin's daily chart for the last several days. It always has been, but it's been increasing over the last 50 years since the government has been getting bigger. Hey guys, what's going on? Jeb here, and welcome back to Coffee and Crypto Live. This is your week daily morning show where we bring you the latest and everything Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. And in today's episode, we are going to be talking about a major drop that could be coming very soon on Bitcoin. If you guys are not already aware, there is a very serious sell signal on Lux Algo that we are going to be taking a look at today, and we're going to be looking at the price target that it gives us on Bitcoin, and it could send Bitcoin in a drop between $4,000 and $6,000 in the short term. For any of our traders out there, this could be an excellent trading opportunity, and for the majority of you guys which are investors in the cryptocurrency space, this could mean excellent buying opportunities that we will be able to find together to load up more bags for the coming bull market. If you guys saw our video yesterday, I outlined the exact system that I recommend to invest in the cryptocurrency space. I showed you exactly how to walk through it. So if you didn't watch that video, make sure to go back and watch that video. We're going to talk a little bit about that today, but all in all, we are going to make sure that we are prepared for the coming Bitcoin and cryptocurrency summer that is on the horizon, and make sure that we are ready to make the most out of this excellent opportunity. So, very glad to be here today. Let's go ahead and read some chat. Grand Roofing Incorporated is in chat, said, good morning. Crypto Trucker Mike is here, said, yo, good to see you. Alex Nybo is in chat. Joe Bollier's in chat. Crypto Mini Bike, Anthony and Descent, both are here. Crypto Mini Bike are in chat. Sean O'Brien, Philly Skills 1428, Crypto Ohio, out of, you guessed it, Ohio. Greg Bonelli said, Jeb, is it a good idea to keep DCAing TIA due to the big unlocks happening this year? I will look at that. I do believe TIA is going to have a very large token unlock. I believe I'll be able to find it really quickly here in just a second. We'll talk about it here in a little bit. Let me bring that up. Yep. Yes, there is going to be a relatively large token unlock, so we'll talk about that a little bit later. Let's see. Crypto Guru's in chat. Crypto Surge, Miko Fraps, Crypto E, The Red Line, Rocket Metal News, Wreck the Bears, Pew Pew Poom 2, Drian, Bulletproof Dean in here, said, I'm in, Jeb. Boom. Brandon Sandoval, Musica TV, Shadrach Frost, and Corey Robinson. Thank you guys so much for joining in. When I read your name, Corey Robinson, I was reminded of the famous Simon and Garfunkel song, Here's to you, Mrs. Robinson. Who knows that song? Love that song so much. All right. I especially love the lyric where it says, Jesus loves you more than you will know. Love that lyric. Anyway, let's continue on here. Bitcoin is currently trading at $42,600. Bitcoin is up 0.25% over the last hour, but it has flatlined. Guys, I need a soundboard so I can bring up the sound effects where I can go boop, 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 boop. That's Bitcoin. Somebody unplugged the heart rate monitor, and it's just kind of trading sideways over the last several days. It's down 5.47% in the last 7 days, but that's not recent. That's just what's been going on about 5, 6, 7 days ago. We've basically been perfectly sideways ever since then. There's been a whole lot of nada going on in the cryptocurrency space, and that is honestly really exciting. It's really exciting. And you're probably thinking, well, Jeb, you're just trying to make something that's not exciting because you come on stream every day. And yeah, that's part of it. But it is actually very exciting to me what's going on with Bitcoin and the fact that it's trading sideways here. And the reason for that is because the critical market structure that Bitcoin has beneath us is roughly $40,000, which we're still above, and we have a huge support zone right here between $34,000 and $38,000. And if we look at the VRVP, Bitcoin has a huge amount of support in those two bulwarks. Right now, we're sitting above the $40,000 support, and we're finding resistance on the point of control here at $44,000. And that is concerning because we're on the bearish side of that, but we've also got this huge bastion of support down here between 34 and 38.5. We're going to more than likely go and backtest these levels, and we're going to talk about those today. But the fact that Bitcoin's trading sideways here following the ETF launch indicates that even though Bitcoin did initially drop, we still got a lot of bullishness in the tank. It does indicate that the bulls are still quite strong, that we're able to hold these levels at all. The reason that we've dropped so much is because Bitcoin rallied so much. We doubled in price, and so this drop is people selling the eventual conclusion of the whole cycle. We began rallying back over here, right here, about a week after the Grayscale case was won. Grayscale won their case, according to the chart, August 29th, 2023. Somebody can fact check me on that, but I do remember that that was the day that the chart rallied. So Grayscale won their case. Week later, Bitcoin starts this whole massive movement because the writing was on the wall. Grayscale won the case. SEC was going to end up approving ETFs because they were backed into a corner. That judge, I've forgotten his name now, but that judge basically guaranteed that we were going to get ETFs. Torres, was it Torres? I think it was Torres out of the Delaware court. Torres, that's easy to remember. I have a friend with the last name Torres. Sometimes you can make little mental images like that and remember things. Judge Torres, I do believe it was, ruled in favor of Grayscale and sent the ETF application, the conversion application, back to the SEC. The SEC was kind of forced, and they, in their approval letter, even kind of noted that they were basically forced to do what they're doing. But Bitcoin, despite all of that, has only corrected slightly. We doubled in price. I just want to stress this. Bitcoin doubled in price. We rallied 100%, $24,000, and the correction that we get from people taking profits on this whole movement is a 14% negative. Down $7,000 when we rallied $24,000. So Bitcoin, its correction is about 25% the size of the overall rally so far, which is wonderful. It means that Bitcoin really does belong up here at these levels. Now, Bitcoin could correct, and I think it will. I think Bitcoin could drop as low as 31.8. Is it going to go that low? I'm not really banking on it, but I do think it's going to drop at least another couple of $1,000s, and we'll talk about why that is here in a moment. But let's get back to the CoinMarketCap for just a second and take a look at some of the altcoins. Many of them are flatlining also, but there is some activity here I want to note. Ethereum is currently trading around $300 billion market cap at $25.55. It's more or less sideways, but it is locking in gains up here because Ethereum did go through a major rally not too long ago. So the fact that Ethereum is able to trade sideways up here is nice because we have resistance, former resistance here around 24 right now. Ethereum is actually really using that as support. So that is quite exciting news right there. If Ethereum is able to break about 2,700, then it's going to start moving back towards all-time high as well. Same thing with Bitcoin breaking roughly $50,000. Now, looking back at CoinMarketCap, many of your favorite altcoins are sideways, but a couple of exceptions are out there. Solana, for example, is the exception. It dropped down to about $92, went through a much-needed correction. We've looked at the chart of Solana quite extensively here. Went through a much-needed correction, back-tested this uptrending level of support right here. As you can see, this is constituted by highs back here in January of 23 and highs here in December of last year. We fell back to it, back-tested it after rejecting off of the 0.786 Fibonacci level at $125, had an almost textbook correction off of textbook resistance back down to textbook support, and now Solana is fighting around the level of $100. We've got this uptrending level of support right here, so we have a market that fell into an ascending triangle pattern, which is a bit of a contradiction because one is bullish, one is bearish. So we'll see how that plays out. It's kind of a 50-50. The ascending triangle pattern I'm noting here is bullish. The fact that we've moved to the downside into a triangle pattern is bearish. So Solana could really go either way here. I think it will mostly go sideways here for a little while, but would not be at all surprised to see a major rally coming out of Solana before long. In general, this whole movement up here, all of this is one massive bull flag, which will probably point Solana even farther to the upside. So that's one of the only real major movements going on altcoins right now. To note, Chainlink's been going through a big rally. I will note that. Chainlink's going through a huge rally. It's up 14% in the last 7 days. Generally speaking, altcoins are still doing pretty well. Some of them are going through corrective movements. Polygon, for example. But Chainlink's doing great. Polkadot's trading sideways. Great opportunities to buy. ICP is moving down. It is literally exactly perfectly sideways in the last 7 days. 168 hours ago is at the exact same level it is now. 1238. Many of these altcoins are still rallying though. Many of them are going through corrections. Many of them are rallying. But in general, the overall trend is neutral and positive. And that's exceptionally good news because this drop on Bitcoin does not seem to have triggered a cascading ripple effect of sell pressure on the altcoins, which has led us into a bear market, as some people are saying. What this does seem to have done is ignited a much needed correction from which we can buy the dip and we can prepare for the bull market to come. There's a bull market coming that is almost undeniable at this point with the amount of money that's coming into the space, and we're very, very, very excited to see that these markets are going to do very, very well moving over the course of the next year. But I want to talk a little bit about why Bitcoin very well may go through a $4,000 plus drop. But before we do that, if you're enjoying today's stream, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We've got over 400 people watching live right now. If you are watching and you're in stream, if you would do me the favor of hitting that like button, let's see if we can't get to 150 likes. It really helps to let YouTube know that you guys like this content, helps to share this content with more people out there. And I believe our message of financial sovereignty and technical analysis and using structure and order in our investments is something that people need to hear. And so if you agree with that, hitting that like button is one of the best ways you can help to get this content out to more people. I also do want to let you guys know that today's episode is brought to you by none other than the one and only NordVPN. If you guys have not already signed up for NordVPN, I would highly recommend you do so. And the reason is very simple. NordVPN is the one-stop shop to get high-quality VPN architecture that's going to help protect you while you browse online. It is so easy to get hacked and have your money stolen in cryptocurrency. Many of you guys are dollar cost averaging on an exchange, and for simplicity and for staking purposes, you may keep some of that cryptocurrency on that exchange. Well, all it takes is opening the wrong email and having somebody get into your computer through your IP address and hack into your accounts, get that password, find out a way to, they can get into their Gmail and they can get the password to your bank, to your login to the exchange. And normally that's enough. Normally they can find a way to get into that exchange account and then drain it. It's very important to protect yourself while you're browsing the internet, and NordVPN is an excellent solution to do that. Some of you guys are going to make tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars this bull market, and I don't want you to miss out on those gains. I want you to actually be able to harvest the seeds that you're planting right now rather than somebody coming and stealing them in the night. So make sure that you sign up for NordVPN using the link down below, get a huge discount, get the 2-year plan, and get protected for the entire duration of the bull market for like $200. It's nothing. It's nothing. If you've got any kind of investment in crypto, it is absolutely a very wise decision to go out of your way to protect it. All right, let's read some chat right now. All right. Now, let's read some chat. Bitcoin bearishness driving retail to sell and invest in alts? I think so. I think there is a lot of investment coming into the altcoin space because of the sell-off in crypto. That's absolutely right. I've learned how to take coins so easy lately. It scared the heck out of me. Yeah, you do have to be careful. Almost 10 billion tokens fully released. Graph has. Yeah, that's big. That's big. A lot of people talking about Coinbase versus SEC. Absolutely. We've got that up. As for token unlocks, is there a website that shows unlock dates, or is it in the white papers? Thanks. It normally is in white papers, but if you go to token.unlocks.app, I'll put that link in the description. Not affiliated or anything, but good website. If you go to token.unlocks.app, I think you need to sign in. Yeah, I need to sign in. I think I have an account with them. Let's see. I'm going to see if I can sign in so I can see this Celestia stuff. I think I can. We wanted to look at Celestia here. Yeah. So, for example, you guys want to know about Celestia and the unlocks. Token.unlocks.apps is a great app to do that with. A great website to do that with. Let's see. So, if you go over to their website, you log in. I believe this will all be good to show you. Token.unlocks.app. This is TIA. This is Celestia. Many of you guys were asking about it. The 267 million TIA Genesis supply unlock consists of the public allocation. So you've got all the information right here. And then you've got the dates for the unlock. Right now, the unlocked supply is 267 million TIA, $4.9 billion. Here in November, there's going to be a massive unlock. But it's going to go into the early backer seed, the early backer series, and everything. So that and the initial core contribution. So we're going to have a big unlock here, but you've got to also keep in mind where the allocation is going. Much of what was in the much of the public allocation is going to stay the same. It's 200 million. The rest of it is sitting over here in all of these other funds. Now, of course, they can be sold for the purposes of raising money. So you do keep that in mind. But there's 200 million publicly launched right now. That's why it's important to look at this website to see where the allocation is, because it's always a little bit more complicated than it seems when it just comes to token issuance. They're going to have $1 billion here on Celestia in total. I believe that's the absolute total supply that they're ever going to have. They're going to work towards that in 2027. And then they're going to have quite a lot of those funds for the sake of raising investment and being able to develop out the ecosystem. So check it out if you want to. Again, not affiliated with this website. Would be interesting to look into that, but right now I'm not. But so you can see the kind of unlocks there, and if there are cliff unlocks, that's what they're called. Very important because the supply and demand economics are very, very significant. You are awesome. Donated $1.99. Said, Jeb, are you still using Lux Algo? Goodness gracious. Of course I'm still using Lux Algo. In fact, that's actually the main meat and potatoes of this show is Lux Algo. If you guys didn't know, I actually am in partnership with Lux Algo right now to creating our own Crypto Jeb Lux Algo technical indicator. Right. So it's done. We're getting ready to launch it, and everybody that's ever signed up for Lux Algo through our link is going to be getting access to it. So stay tuned for that. Absolutely, you're awesome. I love Lux Algo, and it is incredible. I'm close friends with the creator of Lux Algo. I've gotten to know a little bit the lead developer over there. That dude is a straight up genius. I don't know if he wants to be public and everything, so I won't say his name, but that dude is an absolute goat of coding, and so it's just incredible. Greatest of all time, that stands for anybody who thought I was calling him a goat. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump into some charts because that is what we're here for. We're here to look at Bitcoin and why a $4,000 drop may be coming. That's what you guys have been waiting for. So let's get started. Why the number 4,000? Well, you are awesome. You are. We are going to talk a little bit about that today because it's Lux Algo. That's where we're getting some of the basis of our information from here. Bitcoin right now is in a corrective movement. There is no doubt about that. Again, if you're just joining the stream, make sure to hit that like button so we can get the stream out there and get more people in here learning about the wonderful science and art of technical analysis. When we saw the ETFs launch, approved on Wednesday, launch on Thursday, by Friday, went through a major correction. And Mike Novgorod's over at Galaxy, he predicted that we might see 50 and 40 trading at the in the same day, and that's what happened. We saw a major sell the news event, and we saw a red sell signal right here come in from Lux Algo on that day. It was confirmed by Trend Catcher. In case you don't know, you have this line right here, which is called the Trend Catcher. By the way, guys, I've been using Lux Algo for the last several years. It is a remarkable technical indicator, and in a minute, I'm going to show you why I love it so much. But just to prove and give you evidence that you can actually sink your teeth into about why you ought to listen to this indicator and what it has to say. We had the red sell signal and the trend catcher turn red, and whenever that happens, the Lux Algo indicator gives us a take profit. The take profit right now is sitting between 36.8 and 39.8. It's about a $3,000 range, and that take profit is very significant because it also represents the support band down here. We've got the support and the resistance zones. We've got the support band down here. And the reversal zones is what they're technically called. We've got the support reversal zone down here, and the take profit right now is in the reversal zone. So it's indicating that we may see a correction down to the reversal zone. That would be remarkable because that would indicate that we've had a strong enough correction that we can go through a strong rally again. We saw something similar happen over here. Again, like I said, I'm going to give you some meat and potatoes, some concrete here that we can sink our teeth into. Lux Algo gave us a sell signal right here, and that sell signal pointed to the downside. We ended up falling down there. Let's see if I can find another example here as well. If we see this buy signal here, for example, buy signal, let's see, right here. This sell signal is what I wanted to show you. This sell signal right here in April came into play. We had trend catcher confirmation the next day. See a second red. Then we see take profit down here between 22.9 and 25.8. If we fast forward the chart, you can see that that is exactly where the market's going to end up going. You can see that's exactly where we bottomed out. Hopefully you can see that. We went into green for just a little while, but the take profit was right down here. We even wicked down into it. Take a look at this. The take profit's right here. We come back down here, wick into it a second time, and then we have a green buy signal for a little bit, which was kind of a fake out, you know. And then we see the sell signal come in again. And where does Bitcoin drop down to? It drops right back down into that original sell zone, which was between 23 and 25.5. Lux Algo is a great technical indicator. And in fact, I'll just go ahead and give you some more background here because I believe, especially when it comes to technical analysis, that it's an evidence-based science. There is a science to technical analysis. It is an art form in the same way that any good scientist understands that creativity and a little bit of artistry is part of what makes it a successful endeavor. And the same thing is true for technical analysis, but it is at its core evidence-based. To give you an example of what I'm talking about, I'll look at buy signals on the weekly chart that are confirmed by Trend Catcher. I've shown people this many times before to prove the veracity of the indicator. It's very important that we have proof for what we look at, not just fancy language, not just hoopla, not just, oh, I'm super excited about this. We want to actually have proof for what we're talking about. So here, I'm going to show you the different buy signals throughout the history of the chart on Lux Algo that are confirmed. Now, our philosophy for this is that a buy signal on Lux Algo is confirmed when trend catcher confirms it. And what that means is that you have a buy signal, and then the trend catcher is also in the same direction, which means the trend catcher is green. If the buy signal comes in and then trend catcher turns green, then when the trend catcher turns green is when we consider the signal confirmed. If the trend catcher was already green and then we have a buy signal, the moment of the buy signal is when we consider the indication to be confirmed. And so I'll give you an example of what I mean, because we're going to go through every single buy signal in the history of the weekly chart on Bitcoin just to prove the veracity of the technical indicator. And newsflash, it's not going to be 100% accurate because it's a real indicator working in the real world. And sometimes you're going to get signals that you need to weed out with your own technical analysis. That's where the art comes in. But you're going to see very quickly that the odds are in your favor when you're using this indicator. And we will apply that to the analysis that we're going to do here in a minute on the shorter term time frame. So let's do some science. For science, baby. Let's do it. All right, we had trend catcher turn green right here. July 2nd, the week of July 2nd, 2012. Then we saw the buy signal come in on the 3rd of September, 2012, that week. So since we have to see both, when we see the buy signal come in, that's when we consider it a confirmation. The market would end up rallying 2,500%, $250 from $10 to $260. To the sell signal, the market would end up rallying 1,000%. So that is one of one, where we got an accurate signal that actually led the market in the direction that it said it would. Now, we have a trend catcher confirmation. Sell signal came in second. So on the second of the two is where you consider the confirmation. That's where we place the vertical line here. We'll even go into the candle close just so that we have the confirmation. Market would end up rallying 600% here. To the sell signal, we would end up rallying 300%. So that's 2 of 2 accuracy. We've got a buy signal right here, but it's not confirmed. Trend catcher did not come in. That's why we use that. Weeds out false signals. Same thing here. Here's a buy signal. Does not have trend catcher confirmation. We weed it out. So we're 2 of 2 so far. This buy signal comes into play. Before we see a sell signal, we see trend catcher confirmation. So we call this a confirmed buy signal at the moment that the trend catcher turns green. From there, the market would immediately rally 77%. To the sell signal, which is not this one because this sell signal is not confirmed with red trend catcher. To the next sell signal that is confirmed, the market would go on to rally from the candle close here. We'll use candle open here, just being conservative. 158% to the sell signal, about 130%. We're 3 of 3. All right, this is the fourth confirmed sell signal right here. Buy signal, trend catcher was already here. Buy signal comes in. We rally 149% to the top. To the next sell signal, if you waited for it, which you normally wouldn't. That's not how you would trade it. You would trade the take profit, but nevertheless, I'm trying to be conservative and make sure you realize I'm not trying to puff this up to be something better than it is. We see 100% rally. So we're 4 of 4. First 4 in history. All positive. All led to exactly what I said they were going to do. 4 of 4. 100% accurate up through the 17th of April. We see a confirmed buy signal here. Trend catcher's already green through July 2017. At this point in the market, I am now in the market. This is 2017. This is a market I'm very familiar with because I was here during this time. I was charting daily during this time. We see the buy signal come in, into the candle, just to be conservative. Rallies 531%. 5 of 5. Moving on here. Next time we see a confirmed buy signal, here in March of 2019, buy signal comes in on this date. So I'll actually move this one candle over. On this date where we saw what we know as the April Fool's rally. If you guys were here in 2019, you will remember that rally. We always called it the April Fool's rally because we thought it was a joke, but it was actually serious. So it was double April Fools. April Fools, it's rallying even though we're in a bear market. Oh, but April Fools double because it's actually a real rally and we tricked you. All right, we rally 166%. So what? We are 100% so far. 6 of 6 accuracy. Again, I'm doing this for science. Faux science, baby. Let's backtest our technical indicators. All right, here we go. Here's one that's a little bit more complicated. Buy signal comes in, trend catcher's green. We have confirmed buy signal right here. Market rallies, kind of not great. Market rallies here from the candle close to the wick high on the next day, 2.84%, and there's a spinning top February 10th. So that one's not accurate, 6 of 7. But guess what? Guess what? What was happening in February of 2020? Oh, I don't know. The largest pandemic that the world had seen in over 60 years. So of course your technical indicators can't foresee the future on that. So I don't really think it's fair to consider this an invalid buy signal because the market was prepared before that season to start an uptrend. That's why I don't really count this one when I go back in time. If you want to, you can consider that a point against Lux Algo, but no technical indicator can see what's going on in the news because that's not how technical indicators are programmed. So I'm going to say we're 6 of 6, and I'm not going to count that one because I don't think that's fair to the indicator. Moving along here, we see an uptrending trend catcher right here. Buy signal comes into play. I'm going to try and run through this quickly. Market would go on to rally 800%, 7 of 7, or 7 of 8 if you want to consider this a failed buy signal. 7 of 7, I'm going to say. Buy signal comes in, trend catcher's green. We see the confirmation. Bitcoin rallies 40%, 8 of 8. Moving right along here. We're almost done, I promise. Buy signal comes in, trend catcher is confirmed. We'll measure from here to where we are now. Bitcoin rallies 72%. So if you want to include this right here, this false signal here, this failed signal here because of the pandemic, then sure, you can take a point away from Bitcoin. But if you're going to do as me and try and be fair and not do that, then the accuracy of this indicator on buy signals on the weekly chart is 9 of 9, 100% accurate. It calls for an uptrend, and it happens. The same thing can be said mostly for the sell signals, although you do have to be a little bit more careful with the sell signals because obviously Bitcoin spends more of its time moving up than moving down. So its accuracy on sell signals is going to be a little bit lower, but it's not going to be much lower. Lux Algo gets it right at least 60 to 70% of the time on pretty much any time frame, on any chart, on anything. It's great. I want to show you that, but I also want to show you the take profit here. This buy signal came in October 23rd, 2023. And if we zoom back here, we can see the take profit here. The take profit, even back here, was between 41,500 and 48,314. Well, gee whiz, Jeb, 48,314. I feel like I've heard that number before. I've got this idea that you've talked about that number of 48,314 before. Well, you know, it's actually in a thumbnail over here. Let's see, where is it? Where is it? It was a while ago. 48,314. 48,314 days within $48,314 Bitcoin within 52 days. My realistic Bitcoin price prediction. People thought I was nuts and nobody watched this video. And the people that didn't watch this video, I'm going to let you know you done missed out because we called this whole movement. We called Bitcoin going to $49,000. And you know where I got the number from? Lux Algo. Right here. 48,314. You can see it in the thumbnail. Nobody watched this video. I was so sad because it was such a good video. Go back and watch it if you haven't. But in that video, you can see we called 48,314. It's because of Lux Algo. So since we've proven that Lux Algo is a great technical indicator, and by the way, if you'd like to get access to it, I would highly recommend signing up with our link in the description box down below because we are creating our own indicator with Lux Algo, and I've gotten my hands on it now. That puppy is awesome. I am going to use it almost daily here on the stream. It's an incredible technical indicator. I cannot wait to show you guys. They came to me, and they're saying, Sean said, you know what, Jeb, we want to make a technical indicator with you. And I'm like, oh, I'm so honored. You know, the number one name in technical indicators wants to make an indicator with me. So that was pretty cool. So I thought to myself, what kind of indicator would I want? I thought about it. Something came to me. They made an indicator out of it, and it's awesome. So if you sign up with our link down below using the coupon Jeb30, I think it's actually baked into the link now. If you sign up down below with that, then you're going to be getting access to Lux Algo, but you're also going to be getting access to that indicator when it comes out relatively soon. Now that we've proven that Lux Algo is a great indicator, okay, I think we've hit that nail on the head. Let's look. What is it saying? Okay, we understand now that Lux Algo is great and all. Okay, we get that. I hear you, Jeb. But what is it saying? Right now, Lux Algo is giving us a take profit between $37,000 and about $40,000, depending on the chart. We look at this chart, for example, it's right over here. But I'm going to jump back down to this chart because it's a little cleaner. Why do I think we're actually going to hit this? It's ever so slightly different depending on the chart because the prices are ever so slightly different, but they're all basically saying the same thing. Why do I think we're actually going to hit this? Well, there's a semi-futures gap. If you guys didn't know, there's a semi-futures gap right here, right at the very top of the take profit. Right there, you can see it, goes down to 39.2. That's basically the top of the take profit on Lux Algo. So I think you're going to at least hit the top of the take profit on Lux Algo because of the semi-futures gap. But we may end up going lower, and part of the reason for that is because Bitcoin could drop all the way down here into the VRVP, and the kind of local VRVP maxima right here is 37 grand. We can draw it right here with the horizontal line. That is where the maximum of the VRVP is in this range. And it's also the bottom of the take profit. So at the top of the take profit right here, you've got the semi-futures gap. And at the bottom, you've got the VRVP maxima. So I do believe that this take profit right here is one of the greatest take profits that we're going to see in Bitcoin right now. And I do very, 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 very much believe that we're going to see Bitcoin dropping down into that level, trying to test down below 40. It might just be a wick, but I think that's where we're going. And I could be wrong. I'm not saying to pause dollar cost averaging right now. I'm not saying to pause any lump sum purchasing. What I am saying is that we should be aware that there is a possibility of us dropping down to that level, and it also represents the top of the reversal zone. If we drop down there, that would be absolutely phenomenal for Bitcoin's health. It would allow a total reset. That'd be a large enough corrective movement that we could start for a new uptrend with basically completely fresh strength. It'd be a 23% drop. It would be picture perfect for Bitcoin. The corrections so far in this bull market have been roughly 20% in size. This would be exactly right in line with that. It would be great. It would be a drop of, you guessed it, roughly $4,000, hence the title. All of this analysis is based around our technical analysis of the markets, our fundamental understanding of the markets, and also around Lux Algo. So if you've not signed up for Lux Algo, make sure you do with the link in the description box down below. It is an absolutely incredible technical indicator, and I do believe it is vital for you to have it in your technical analysis tool belt. So make sure you get it if you haven't already. Let's read some chat, though. Let's read some chat. All right. Let's see. Sweet Ben a Bear said, sorry I'm late. How are there 597 watching and only 172 likes? Come on, folks. Yeah, let's see. Let's see if we can't get to 300 likes. We really appreciate that, guys. Is it called that indicator? It's called Lux Algo. So make sure to check it out down below. Our indicator with Lux Algo. We haven't decided on a name yet, but yeah, it's going to be our crypto gel Lux Algo indicator. All right. Smash them likes. Appreciate that. It is always right about the sell signal. Thought it was hit or miss because it can't account for market news. Is it always right about the sell signal? It's almost always right about the sell signal. It's very, very, very accurate on the sell signals as well. Very much so. Very, very much so. This is all a waiting game. Just hold and sell some in 10 years. Yeah, for the most part. Yeah, I'm really interested to see what comes of the SEC Coinbase case. It's difficult to kind of do live reporting on it because there's stuff going on as we speak, but we're going to have more on it. If you guys don't know, the SEC filed lawsuit against Coinbase. I have an article over here from Reuters we can look at. Coinbase SEC set to face off in federal court over regulators' crypto authority. Coinbase will argue at a court hearing on Wednesday that the United States securities regulators should drop its case against it because the tokens traded on the crypto exchange are not akin to securities, said a person familiar with the case in court filings. This is going to be a really pivotal case, and it will impact what's going to happen in the market. If the altcoins get a big win here and the case comes out that no, none of them are securities contracts, then your investments are going to moonshot. That will be a buy the news event rather than a sell the news event. But we're going to have to kind of see how things play out. These cases take a long time. The hearing is the next major development in a closely watched court battle between Coinbase and the SEC that is likely to have implications for digital assets since it could clarify the SEC's jurisdiction over the sector. Coinbase's plan is to lean on a core argument it has made in court filings that the SEC is overreaching and the assets it lists for trading are not securities. Coinbase, the world's largest publicly traded cryptocurrency exchange, is expected to argue that crypto assets differ from assets such as stocks or bonds that are subject to the oversight of the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, and the SEC has overstepped in its authority. Other crypto firms have expressed similar views, and I believe that would be accurate. The SEC sued Coinbase in June, saying the firm facilitated the trading of at least 13 crypto tokens that should have been registered as securities and was operating illegally as a national securities exchange, broker, and clearing agency without registration with the regulator. The SEC also targeted Coinbase's staking program, in which it pools assets to verify activity on blockchain network and takes commission in exchange for rewards to customers. It said the program should have been registered with the agency. The lawsuit is one of a slew the SEC has brought against others in the crypto sector under the premise that many crypto assets are securities. The agency focused initially on companies selling digital tokens, but under the leadership of Chair Gary Gensler, has shifted focus to firms offering trading platforms and clearing activity and acting as broker-dealers. In the traditional markets, broker-dealers, clearinghouses, and trading platforms, all of those typically have to be separate entities for the sake of there not being monopolization of the industry. And so that's one of the arguments that they have against Coinbase, which frankly might have more grounds and more traction than their securities argument. But it also might not, simply because those apply to securities exchanges, and they're not here. They're not, it's not. If it comes back and we get a ruling that they're not securities, then the ruling kind of gets thrown out. You're awesome. Donated $5. You are awesome. You are awesome. Thank you. Thanks for talking about Lux Algo, Jeb. I'm a lifetime Lux Algo member. We just need to train on it. Yeah, it's a great indicator. I absolutely love it. Jeb, can you share your Lux Algo indicators? Yes, you guys will get to see the indicator when it comes out. Sorry, autocorrect got me pretty bad on the super chat. Oh, it's okay. Okay, Arsenal Gunner said, crypto is dead, you're wasting your money. Everybody in chat, with love, give us your opinion. Do you think crypto is dead and that we're wasting our money? Obviously, there's going to be a bias here because it's a crypto stream, but let's see. Every Bitcoin ETF is red god candles. Yeah. Yeah, they do look pretty funny. Ooh, boy. Hey, look, you know, we've got... Look at this. iBit. On point. They want it to crash. Stop freaking out, guys. Bitcoin ETF. Let's see all the Bitcoin ETFs here. Let's look at Bitwise. Red God candle. Right? Let's see. Where's the ARK shares? Yep. How about it? They want it to crash. Every single one of these knuckleheads wants it to crash. Why? Because they're going to buy it. Kathy Wood believes the thing's going to go to 1.5 million by the end of the decade. We've got BlackRock buying tons of their own ETF. Tons. Tens of thousands. All right, it's going to be fine. We just need to kind of chill out a little bit here. Saw the analytics. That's cool. I'll show you guys the analytics from time to time. Look, our subscribership has been doing really well. Check this out. Last 90 days, last 365 days, we're going down because of the market, but boom, upswing. Loving it. Having a lot of fun here on the channel, guys. Let's read some chat, and then we're going to wrap it out. The actual indicator you use, please. Yeah, Lux Algo is linked down below. I'm sorry, I don't know if I understand, Juan Ruiz. The indicator, I use a lot of indicators, but the one I was talking about today is Lux Algo. That will be linked in the description. When ETF prices drop, does the ETF sell Bitcoin, Crypto Jeb? No, it tracks the price. So they're not selling Bitcoin, they're still holding it. Unless the only reason that they would sell Bitcoin is if the ETF shares that are representing the Bitcoin are sold. But they don't even necessarily sell the Bitcoin. It just means that the Bitcoin isn't deployed. And their teeny tiny salary let's see. Martin saw the revenue number. He's like, Bud has this in the last 28 days of streaming. Yeah. YouTube is my full-time job. Just buy some ADA of it. Yep. It tracks it like two days later. Yeah. Let's see. $300,000 Bitcoin incoming? I think so. It may take several months or several years, but I think that's going to happen. It takes two days for it to settle. It's ridiculous. Yeah. SEC lawyer, these 12 or 13 tokens are computer code. Sorry, but this is... Yep. You have to give it a cool name. We do have to give it a really cool name. What should the name of the indicator be? What should the name of the indicator be? I'd love to hear it. What do you guys think the indicator ought to be? Hey, Jeb, any idea about the Coinbase SEC case? Sorry, only just joined the video. Yeah, it's going on right now. It's kind of a hard thing to cover live, but I will be covering it. Be keeping a close eye on that. But I honestly think the SEC is going to just get stomped. I think it's going to be a bit of I think it's going to be a bit... I think it's going to be a Pyrrhic victory for the SEC in a way where they're going to lose most of it, but they might get a little bit. The judge is... Pew Pew Poom 2 says the judge is not feeling the SEC nonsense. Well, that's good. Yeah. Ben Cohen says 880 ETH coming by April. What are your thoughts on this prediction? I think he's very wrong. I've got a lot of respect for Benjamin Cohen, but if that's his prediction, I don't think that's accurate. I don't think any of the market is going to move that much, either 66% to the downside. Lux Algo has a bunch of indicators. What is the one that you were showing called? I see what you're saying. This is the flagship indicator. It's called, that's the reason it's confusing, because Lux Algo is the whole company, but also Lux Algo Premium is obviously an indicator. So Lux Algo, signals, and overlays right here. Pull that up. Boom. Come in here.
you've got your different... Did I say that wrong? Actually, hang on. There you go. 6.02. Yep, there you go. Yep, signals and overlays right here. All right, cool. We're going to read a little bit more chat, and then we're going to wrap it out. Name it, hashtag FinSolve. Jeb MacD indicator. The hybrid family said, morning, Jeb. Good morning. Finsavium. Finsavium. Imagine if we got a dismissal outright. That'd be pretty cool. The Lazarus indicator. Jaffa Clip said, thanks, Jeb. Much love. Cursor Crafted Ride said, Ben Cohen said in one of his videos he was burnt in the vid crash by buying alts, so it's not like alts have to fall down, but well, each to their own, right? All right, guys. Well, we're going to go ahead and wrap it out. If you enjoyed today's stream, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to sign up for NordVPN and protect yourself in the coming bull market from all of the hackers that are going to be out there on fire trying to steal all your crypto. There's a lot of money being made, and so that means a lot of hacker activity is going to be out there. So make sure you protect yourself, and also, if you've not already, make sure you invest in your education with the Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy and learn everything that you need to know about technical analysis so that you can go and read these markets and profit in them. Because if you don't understand how to read the markets, how do you expect to profit in them? It's very important to be able to read and understand the markets so that you're able to profit in them. So make sure you check out CT2A, link in the description box down below, and also consider Lux Algo. We are going to wrap it out, but before we go, I do just first want to thank each and every single last one of you for watching, as always, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Oh, I got a real good feeling.